Okay. I figured while this is cooking and I have some spare time, I figured I'd talk about what I was wanting to make, but I didn't get a chance to do this because my potatoes went bad. Yes, I had a sack of potatoes that I wanted to save to use for a Halloween video meal, but it came out pretty bad. By the time I got to the potatoes, they were just rotted away and it smelled bad, so I had to get rid of the whole bag of Idaho potatoes. However, I will tell you this, a fun treat to make for your kiddos. It's called Dead Man's Flesh, and all you do is you take your potatoes, regular Idaho potatoes, or any brand of potatoes, as long as it's not sweet potatoes. You don't want sweet potatoes, you want regular potatoes. And what you want to do is that you want to first get them cleaned up, peel them if you wish, and slice them into chip sizes, like you get potato chips. Okay, slice them. It can be thin, thick, don't matter. It's best if they're thin, but not too thin. Okay, I know that measuring sucks, but anyway. But get them thin enough and then put them in the freezer. Yes, put a whole bunch of them in the freezer. Set them in the freezer overnight. What this does, this will discolorize the potatoes into a brownish, deadish skin looking color. But it's okay, don't worry. It's still eatable, but not frozen. So what you got to do is cook it. So what you do is the next morning you take the potatoes out and you fry them up. You can either have regular fried potatoes, you can make them scallops, you can do whatever, as long as you get them fully cooked and still in their chip size state. And after that, then kids can eat them. You can top it off with some ketchup to add blood to the dead man's skin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, what's potatoes without ketchup, right? So, anywho, that's my take on that Halloween treat. This idea was an accident, really, that happened years ago. My mom was trying to make scallop potatoes, and she went to prepare it the day before. That way, she could make them that morning, and then all the potatoes have different colors in it. So. She's afraid to use it. I'm like, no, Mom, go ahead. Let's see what this does, So she's like, okay. I mean, she doesn't want to waste potatoes, right? So she cooked them. They were pretty good, and I loved them. And ever since then, I'm like, wow, this would be a cool Halloween thing. Dead man skin or dead man flesh, whatever you want to call it. I call it dead man flesh, and it's awesome and pretty cool. And there's a lot of awesome, treats out there for Halloween. My mom made a spooky Halloween graveyard dessert treat. It was kind of weird. I've forgotten how to make that. When I remember how to make that, I will do that video next year. I had to put a lid over the sausage and onions here. Just the onions was actually getting into my eyes, so I had to cover that. So now what we're going to do is that once this cooks and I get all the onions cooked in there with that, then I'm going to add the ranch style beans, the chili with beans, and the refried beans. Can't you tell I'm a bean lover? Not really. But those beans I'll eat. I do not eat regular navy. I do not eat navy beans. My dad ate navy beans, and those kind of beans. The type of beans you have to wash and then had them cook all day long, and then he adds a bunch of vinegar to it. Nasty. So anywho, but the only thing I liked when my dad made the beans is when he had cornbread with it. So I like the cornbread, the Jiffy cornbread. That was the only good thing about my dad's beans. So anyway, I want to go ahead and stop this, and when I get this all cooked and prepared, I will show you what it looks like.